Hey guys! So we're about to do a bunch of projects about color, and you've requested animals. So today's art project is rainbow zebras. Now you can do a rainbow, any animal I guess, but I'm going to show you how to draw a zebra step by step. Use any paper you have, any coloring tools you have. Let's get going. Rainbows have become connected to expression and freedom, and rainbow zebras especially have really been all over the internet because you're taking something black and white and imagining it in this explosion of color. The big ideas in this project will be drawing our zebra, making symmetrical stripes, and then using analogous colors to color them in a way that looks really good. Step 1, drawing. I'm using lined paper because I know that's what a lot of you guys have at home. Don't start right at the top of the paper. Zebras have very big ears, so start maybe a third of the way down and make a curvy line. This is the space between the zebra's ears at the top of the head. This step-by-step, by the way, is on your Schoology page. Next, you're going to draw the ears. I draw a curvy shape and then another curvy shape. Make sure to bring it back so that it's a little skinnier at the bottom. Mine are actually a little bit wide. I would have made them a little narrower at the bottom. But yeah, I was surprised at how big and round a zebra's ears are. I thought they were more triangular, but that's why it's important to look carefully, right? Next, if you feel like it, you can add the little mohawk on the top of the zebra's head. You can also save this for later. And have fun. You can give it a ponytail. It can be, you can give it a baseball hat, whatever you like. Your next job is to make slightly diagonal lines going down. This is where your zebra's forehead is. And if you're using lined paper, you can actually use the lines to make sure your marks are the same length. The next step is the eyes. I was, again, kind of surprised to see that zebras have these fabulous eyelashes. You can do your own style, of course. You can make, big shiny eyes. I would make a curve and a circle. Same on the other side. Try to get them the same size if you can. And then a smaller round shape on the inside. Remember, please pause this video when you need to. Add those big ol' eyelashes if you'd like. And the next part is the cheeks. I would make these longer than you think they should be, because zebras, giraffes, they all have very long faces. Next, make a U shape for the muzzle at the bottom of its face, and then an upside down U where the black part goes at the top. You're going to make nostrils, which are kind of like lima bean shapes. And if you want, you can make another curve for the bottom lip. I'm actually not going to keep that, though. I like it just plain. Your next job is to draw the neck. And I would start from just a little left of the middle of the face and curve down to the bottom of your paper. The top line is important. If you start too low, it'll look like a giraffe with a long skinny neck. You don't want that. So start at the top of its head, almost just below the ear, and make your line there. Then you can add the mane, and there are a lot of different ways to make it. You can make it ziggy-zaggy. You can make it more straight. We'll make it look better when we add our next colory steps. Now it's time to add the markings. So you're going to make a very light line down the middle of your face. You do not want to see this line later. Anything you draw on the left side, try to match it on the right. If it's not perfect, that's fine. The zebra on the left isn't perfect either. For each black line, draw 2 lines, if that makes sense, right? And they don't need to be perfect. In fact, the more wiggly and the more imperfect, the more realistic it'll look. Because you can see these zebra lines are pretty wavy. Also, feel free to stylize it. You can make yours look more like fire if you want it to. And the lines on the neck are thinner on the top, and they get thicker as you go down. One fun thing you can notice is that those black lines go straight up into the mane. So you can kind of extend those stripes you were making into the hair. And then I think we're ready for color. Part 2, color. One of the reasons we talk about color and the color wheel is to make better looking pictures. So on every stripe, I want you to color it with at least 2 colors. If you pick just random colors, right, like red and green, see that spot where they meet? It doesn't look that good. It looks kind of brown. So I want you to use something called analogous colors. Analogous colors are colors that sit next to each other on the color wheel or in the rainbow. So let's look at some. See the color blue on this little wheel? What's next to it? Green and purple. See how good blue and purple look in a room? Let's do a couple more. Green and yellow and blue are analogous. They're all next to each other. See how harmonious they look together? And how about one more? Let's do a warm one. Red, orange, and yellow. Looks good. They're warm colors and they're analogous, right? They're next to each other on the color wheel. So now it's time to start coloring our stripes and try to use pairs of colors that are analogous. Using crayons, colored pencils, or paint, or even markers, color the top half of a stripe one color and the bottom half another color. And look at the spaces where they blend. It looks beautiful, right? Now, I made both of my sides match at the beginning, but then decided I didn't really like it. I like it more when they don't match, when it's more random. So you can mix your colors any way you want for your stripes. Just try to remember to look over at this little color wheel. Pick the ones that are near each other because they will look the best when you put them next to each other. So that's what analogous colors are all about.